Good morning. Brand image, customer experience, customer engagement. It's a bit of an odd video this morning, you'll probably say, and they're all a little bit odd, but hey. Now, we talk about the team as consultants. We come in, you buy ideas, and in theory, that's as simple as it is. I do a little bit of coaching. I was qualified in coaching. And the idea of coaching is to bring the ideas from you, take on what your path is and coach you through, exactly as the word says. So you've got a coach and a consultant. Now, what you've also got in business, and something that I'm also and a couple of the team are studying to do, is to be a non-executive director. And obviously one of many books we're now reading. Now, the plan being is that in business, there is technically three people now. There's the coach for developing you, to take you and your business, to take the ideas and the path that you're on. The path is always lit. You've heard me say that before. But the answers are normally within. You know, actually, your subconscious, your conscious mind will know what the answers are and will actually take you down that path. Now, a consultant, which is what I spend a lot of my time doing now, is slightly different. We've got a wealth of knowledge that we use with other businesses, and we come in and we sell you packages, we sell you ideas, we sell you solutions. Now, you've seen the t-shirt, I haven't got it on today, but it says Solutioneer. I come in, I look at the problems that you've got with your business, I formulate a solution with you that works for your business, and basically sell you that solution, and you go and work it, but that solution's come from anywhere else. Now, at a higher level, you've got non-executive directors. Now, non-executive directors are normally somebody like me that's had a background of multiple businesses, multiple understandings, multiple knowledges, and you basically employ them for a couple of years to sit on your board. They will sit there and they will help you govern, or with governance. Now, the reason I've brought this up is that I'm tending to find a lot of businesses are singly and narrowly led. Not just small entrepreneurs, you know, small SMEs up to 20, 30 staff, but even some of the bigger companies. The board are very, very distant and the employees feel like numbers. Now, in a recent little mystery shop, a hotel, quite a large hotel chain, it got apparent that what happens at the boardroom, what happens at management level and at head office, never actually gets down to what would be the shop floor, front of house. And the front of house staff, although very loyal and very passionate about their jobs, don't actually know what their jobs are. They've got a job description, but every now and then there's a newsletter or there's a well done or there's a this comes down, and a couple of them said to me, we don't actually know what we're doing, Ed. We just come in and do what I did at the last hotel. You know, this is the job, I got the interview. So there is a big gap between the directors, the managers and the shop floor. So that's basically what I'm trying to ask you today, is that do you know your shop floor? Are your shop floor doing, you know, what they want to do? And in fact, are you as a director understanding what the job is? Now, this became apparent. A lovely lady I spoke to was front of house at a hotel. I asked how you getting on, what you're doing. Oh, it's lovely, lovely place to work. She says, better than my last place. I said, oh, any particular reason? She said, yeah. She said, at least I know who my manager is. Whoa. You actually know. She said, I've met him a couple of times. He sits in the office out the back. She said, you know, at morning, afternoon. She said, I'm getting to see the people that, you know. So I sort of wandered around and I did my thing and I came back and I said, well, do you know who the bosses are? No, I never met them. How long you worked in him? 6 months. So you've been there 6 months. You've had the training. You know who your immediate boss is, but you've never met, or your immediate manager, you never met the bosses. No. Oh, okay. So the job you're doing now, it's the same job I did in the hotels, you know, 3 or 4 hotels that I've worked in. So it's no different to them. No, not really. Nothing's different. So it got me thinking, and then nothing against her, but she's bought the previous job's abilities and skills, probably why they hired her, but she's doing the same thing she was doing, so she's going to end up getting the same results for that hotel. And you have to ask yourself, why? You've set yourself up to be different to any other business. You're trying to sell products that might be different or deliver a different service to anybody else. So what I want to try and get you to understand is that you've got coaches, you've got consultants, and you've got non-executive directors, But also in your business, you've got staff, managers, owners, whichever way you want to put it, owner, directors, whichever. Now, to be different and to sell and to improve the image and, basically build your business up so that customers come in, you've got to know each other. You've got to form relationships, not just with your customers, but crucially with your staff. You've got to understand your staff. You've got to understand what they need and what they want. But they've got to understand what you want and need. And we talked about some time back, if you remember a few videos back, I talked about the business being the baby. Now, when the baby gets to a certain age, it is its own entity. Now, your business, obviously you've got premises, you've got a hotel in this instance. Now, the business is 20 years old, so that's a 20-year-old teenager. So that you kind of need to know what that's doing. Now, that business should have its own agenda, it should have its own purpose, it should have its own goals, it should have its own destination as to where it wants to go and be. And the managers are just, So the question being is the relationship you have with your staff, the relationship the business has with its staff, is crucial to the development of where you're going. Now, so think about that. You want to grow. You have a coach. You go down the gym. You do whatever you need to do. You've got a few ideas and you ask a few people, bosh, you're there. Right. You might even call a consultant in. We'll come in and go, right, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who are you? What are you? Who you're doing it for? What's your governance? All the rest of it. Who are you? What are you? Who you're doing it for? Why you're doing it? And what's your legacy? Yep, know that. So we can do that. But at the end of the day, all of that's about understanding foundations and putting them in place. You now need people to help you climb that ladder, to lift, to build this house. So bear that in mind. The relationship you have with your staff is pretty critical, and it is crucial to the development of your business. So your front of house staff, it's easy in a hotel, they're the ones sat at the front of the house, the kitchen, the cleaners, the chefs, they're the people, the unseen people that make a difference. Now just bear that in mind, we all go into restaurants. The chef we never get to see, the cleaner we rarely see. They are making the difference for what we do, the waitresses, the waiters. You go out and have a good experience, you'll say, oh, that restaurant was brilliant. You've just said the restaurant, not the chef and the waitress, because they're the only two people that have actually served you. So you need to consider that the people around and in your business are making your business. So bear that in mind. Have you given them the right tools to do the job? Have you given them the right support to do the job? Pretty critical. And, friends of mine are mechanics. They take their own tools to work. They've got their own toolboxes. So they work away in a workshop. Your car goes in, it comes out fixed. That garage is quite good. Well, actually, no, you've had somebody take your keys, you've had somebody write down a document, and you've had a man or a woman out the back spend a couple of hours fixing it. You've got it back, and now you're saying that garage was, recommend them. Well, that garage has actually got 50, 60 people work for it, so you've recommended the whole group. So think about, as a manager, think about your staff. Are they being supportive? Are they being engaged? Are they being communicated with? And are you helping them develop in line with the way the business is developing? So understand these steps of coach, consultant, non-executive director, and then understand the staff, the managers and the directors all need to work together. So think about that, working together for a common goal, and that's the business future.